I don't have your class, so let's do it. Let's hear a few examples from the class. Really quickly, let's hear a few examples from the class. So I don't have your class list, so I'm trying to remember your names. Let's see.
Ryohei.
Ryohei, what is your favorite animal? Dogs. So you like dogs. Oh, very good. Ryohei, please pick someone else. Please pick the next person. Please pick the next person. Who? Akira. Akira, what is your favorite animal? No, he's not an animal though, he's a person. He's a person. Okay, very good. So please pick one more person. Daisuke! What is your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is chicken. My favorite animal is chicken.
Chicken. Oh, very good. Okay, thank you. All right. So does everyone have a sheet? Does everyone have a sheet? Do we all have a handout? Yes? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let's begin then. Let's begin. Okay, so first things first. Today's aim. Today's aim. We all know that in Japanese, right? Aim. Today's aim. Today's aim. Honjitsu no nani? Good, yes, just from last week, same thing. One more time. Honjitsu no aim to goal wa onaji imi ga arimasu.
What's your goal? What's your aim?
So aim wa nihongo de nan desu ka? Mokyo? Oh, very good, very good. Okay, so today's aim. So guys, you need your pencils out. Pencils out, taking notes, right? Taking notes. Today's aim. Please repeat after me. Please repeat after me. Today's aim.
Today's aim.
To be able to compare two things.
Change.
Oh, very good. Okay, so today's aim is to be able to compare two things, and the word of the day, honjitsu no meishi? Kotoba. Okay. Is compare. Compare. Can anyone tell me what is compare? What is compare in Japanese? Compare, do you know? Oh no. Everyone stand up, please. Everyone please stand up. Please stand up and take out your dictionary. Please stand up and take out your dictionary. Take out your dictionary. Please look up. Please, if you don't have a dictionary, find a friend. Find a friend if you don't have a dictionary. Please look up compare. When you find compare, you may sit down. When you find compare, you may sit down. You can use those, yeah, go ahead. So please find compare. C-O-M-P-A-R-E, compare. Oh, very good. Compare. Compare. Close, close, close. Compare. C-A-R. That's close. Compare. Compare. Come on, guys. You got it. Compare. Oh no, still looking, still looking. You got it? Compare, to compare. Okay, so if you don't guys, okay. Let's see. Kaori. Kaori, what is compare in Japanese? Hikakusuru, very good. And just for all you kanji enthusiasts, there we go. So hikakusuru. So today, again, we are going to compare two things. We're going to compare two things. So do not forget the word of the day. Hikatsuru, compare. Alright, very good. So, let's start. So when we compare two things in English, there are a few different grammars we can use. Today we are going to look at just one grammar. Just one grammar. Okay? So let's start out. Maybe you guys already know it. Two people. We got Jill and we have Jim. We have Jill and we have Jim, and we are going to compare them. Let's see. Jill is a girl and Jim is a boy. That's one comparison we can make. But, as we can see here, Jim and Jill are both 176 centimeters tall. So they're both the same height. They're both the same height. In English, if we were to compare them, we would use this grammar. Jill is as tall as Jim. Jill is as tall as Jim. Make sure you're taking notes. Make sure you're taking notes, guys. Jill is as tall as Jim. So Jill is as tall as Jim. Oh, very good. Okay, so the key words in this grammar are as and as. As, and adjectives. But don't worry about adjectives just yet. So, as tall as Jim. So as tall as Jim. So they're equal. They're equal. So they're equal. So equal. Right? We all know that from math class, right? Equal. As tall as Jim. So it's very simple. Very simple. So all we do is we take as and we put the adjective in between it. So as tall as Jim. Alright, very good. So, maybe it's a little hard to understand, so let's try and practice. Okay, so first practice, we're going to talk about maybe two things you guys like. So Nintendo 3DS and PSP. So using as, adjective as grammar, can you please make a sentence comparing these two using the word expensive? Using the word expensive. Expensiveは日本語で高いです。高い。So これから practice one day 文法を書いてください。as adjective as 文法を書いてください。So what we need first. So maybe Jill と Jim の文法を見てこの同じ文法を書いてください。難しいだったら隣の人と話していい。So how would you do that? So expensive.
Nintendo 3DS is 2 things. So, 比べるでしょ。This one.
Please write. Please write. Okay. Oh, very good.
I learned that
you very much. Okay, everyone, please look up front. Please look up front. So, Yuki has been very kind and wrote for us her sentence. So let's take a look at it. So she says, Nintendo 3DS is as expensive as PSP. So raise your hand if you think this is correct. Correct. これはマル人は手が挙げてください。
あると思う人。
Oh, very good. Very good. Does anyone see a mistake? Can anyone see a mistake? No? Alright, good. So, let's check the answer. So, very good. A Nintendo 3DS is as expensive, or you could say cheap, I guess, as a PSP. So, as expensive as a PSP. Very good. So, let's give her a hand. Yay! Okay, very good. So, maybe you guys are getting the hang of it. Let's move on to practice 2. Practice 2. So, in practice 2, we are going to use SMART. We are going to use SMART. SMART はわかりますか？日本語で何ですか？ SMART. 頭がいい。頭がいい。So, here is Bill and Brenda. Bill and Brenda recently took a test. 最近はテストしましたね。Bill told Brenda they both have the same score. And it's a very high score. So both Bill and Brenda are smart. So using as, adjective as grammar, please write a sentence about Bill and Brenda. Please write a sentence about Bill and Brenda. じゃあこれから文法を使ってください。Smart. Smart.
Smart. 頭がいいですね。Can you see? 見られますか？メガネ？ああ、そうか。頑張って。No? Smart. Alright, if you finished, please check your answer with your neighbor. Please check your answer with your neighbor. その間にどうぞ、アンサーチェックしてください。Very good. Very good. As smart as Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's check his sentence. So he says, Bill is as smart as Brenda. Bill is as smart as Brenda. Is this correct? Raise your hand if you think it's correct. Oh, very good. Anyone see a problem? Nope. Alright, let's check it. So, let's see. Bill is as smart as Brenda. Very good. Yay! Give him a hand. Okay, so please check your answers really quick. And any questions? right, let's move on. Let's move on. So please turn your paper over. Please turn your paper over.
Turn your paper over. Please.
Turn your paper over. Oh, very good. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on to our second kind of grammar. So this is still as, adjective as, but instead of two things being equal, one will be less than the other. One will be less than the other. Okay, so in this example we have Mr. Yamada, maybe Yamada-sensei's father, maybe? Mr. Yamada, and Mr. Tanaka. So Mr. Yamada and Mr. Tanaka. So Mr. Yamada is 40 years old, and Mr. Tanaka is 65 years old. So we cannot use as, adjective as grammar. Instead, we have to add a special word, not. So Mr. Yamada is not as old as Mr. Tanaka. So not. So not as, adjective as. So not as old. So not as old as Mr. Tanaka. So the key word being not. So just like the last one, only not. So remember, please take notes. Please take notes. Very good. All right. So there's one other tricky thing about this grammar. So with as, adjective as grammar, what was first and what was second did not matter. What was first and what was second did not matter. But for this grammar, your order matters a lot. It will change the meaning of your sentence. So please take a look. So we have Mr. Yamada is not as old as Mr. Tanaka. Okay? But please note, Mr. Yamada is younger, so he's down. So he comes first. He comes first. It's ichiban ue. 最初に. Because he is 40 years old. Alright? But Mr. Tanaka, he's up. He's the one who's more. Alright? So he's second. He's second. 最初にと次. And he is 65 years old. So please make sure your word order is correct or it changes the meaning. Alright? Okay, let's practice. Okay, so what do we have here? What's this one on the right? What's this? Tokyo Tower, very good. Tokyo Tower, and what's the one on the left?
Skytree.
Very good, Skytree. So Skytree. Alright, so using this grammar, please compare Tokyo Skytree and Tokyo Tower using the adjective high. Okay? So please, practice 3. Compare Tokyo Tower. So not as, as. So what comes first? Remember, the first thing you're writing is the lower one. The lower one. 最初には低い方が来るのね。The order is very important. So please. 順番がすごく大事だよ。さっきの as の時には順番も気にしなくていいけど、今度はね、順番をよく考えてください。What comes first? はい。低い方、高くない方、お尻ない方。一番高い方。それだから一番 前の山はちょっと同じで。Good. Ooh, Tokyo. Tokyo as high as actually, so Tokyo Tower, Tokyo Tower, and then is what's in it. Oh, not as old. Old one. E. でも old 場所だから Skytree is not as old as なぜだからですか Okay, so please look up front. Please look up front. All right, so thank you very much, Megumi, for writing your sentence. So Megumi wrote, Tokyo Tower is not as high as Skytree. Who thinks that's correct? Correct. Anyone see any problems? Any problems? All right, very good. So thank you very much. That is correct. Yay! So Tokyo Tower is not as high as Tokyo Skytree. Very good. So I think we're getting the hang of this. So remember, Tokyo Tower is the one that's down. It's not as high. So it comes first. And Tokyo Skytree is the one that's up. It is the highest. So it comes second. All right? All right, let's practice one more. Let's do one more practice and then we'll do an activity. So for this practice, we have two very handsome men. So who is this? Who is this? This. Does anyone know? He's on NHK. Yohei. Oh, very nice. Yohei has a lot of Twitter followers. So this is Okada, Mr. Okada. And who's this? Who's this? Cute? Oh, that's me. So I have Twitter. Do you guys know Twitter? Twitter わかりますか? Twitter. So 僕は Twitter のフォロー人は4. Mr. Okada has 5,000. So today we're going to use the adjective famous, okay? So famous. Famous わかりますか? Famous の覚えなんですか? Yume, very good. Yume. Alright, so これから文法を使ってください. So Mr. James has 4 Twitter followers, and Mr. Okada has, what? 4,000. So, Yume. Okada? Right? Sorry. Okay, very good. So please write your sentence. Ooh, very good. Ooh, good job.
오늘 미팅 나니까 노래
이제 no, good. Is Okay, so please look up front. Please look up front. Okay, guys. So let's go over Aya's sentence. So Aya says, Mr. James is not as famous as Mr. Okada. That is correct. Very good. So Mr. James is not as famous or popular as Mr. Okada. Okay, very good. So, any questions about either grammar? So again, in review, we had two grammars. The first grammar was as adjective as. Alright, so if we use that grammar when things are equal. When things are equal. When things are different, we use not as adjective as. And also remember, word order is very important for the second grammar. Okay? Any questions? Hi. Alright, so from now we are going to do this practice. So please, by yourself, complete the first page, okay? When you complete the first page, please stand up, okay? Alright. So go, please complete. There's a pink Magnemite. So Pikachu and Magnemite. Sorry. So for number 2, guys, listen. For number 2, it's Pikachu and Magnemite. Oh, Magnemite. So in English, the Pokemon have different names. So in English, he's Magnemite. What does anyone know in Japanese? Do you know his name? Maybe. Well, in English, it's Magnemite. Magnemite. So when you finish, please stand up. So Sanban wa Jibu no Iken. Jibu no Iken. Your opinion. What do you think? Maybe that's the same. Very good. C-R-E-A-M. Very good. Name right on the board. You can say ice cream, or soft cream, or難しいでも同じできるね。I didn't realize it was going to be such a hard decision between cake and ice cream. Remember, they can be the same. You can erase Pikachu if you need to. Alright guys, so please, at the board, try and finish quickly. So we can go over the answers. I actually want to collect. Okay, so just waiting for these guys to finish up. Good job, thank you. Alright, very good. Okay, so really quickly, let's go over the answers to our worksheet. So first one, we had to use happy. So Nobita is not as happy as Doraemon. Good job, ping pong. Yay. Ping pong. Alright. Alright, very good. So number 2, we had to use heavy. So Pikachu is as heavy as Magnemite. What do you guys think? Good? One small, probably because you had to write fast, just forgot your period, that's it. Alright, very good. Alright, and last one. Soft cream is not as delicious as cake. Who agrees? Alright, that's Norito. Oh, none this guy. Oh, very good. Thank you. Okay, so there's three different answers, and the other answer would be soft cream is as delicious as cake. Okay, so they can be equal, or one can be better than the other. So 3 different answers for that. Thank you all very much for a wonderful class. Remember, our goal was to compare 2 things, and I believe you guys did a good job. So give yourselves a hand. And please also give Yuki a hand because she wrote on the board twice. Yay. All right, thank you. That's all for today. Thank you very much. All right, see you later. See you next time.
Thank you. Thank you. 3 years.